Hello guys, welcome back with another video. Today I came with a question that how he travels in the vacuum. I've been looking for some literature on it. So I just started searching on YouTube. So I I want you to share this how he travels in a vacuum. So as we know that he travels by three different uh, ways, actually many ways, but three of them that I know is radiation, conduction, and convection. So this is the most exact answer from the Google. So, but we want to see that how actually heat travels in the vacuum. So let me see on the YouTube. I searched how he travels in vacuum, and I found few videos, and I think this video is like 2 minutes, so we should watch this video. I don't know, there is a copyright. I hope they won't target me and they don't hit a copyright on my channel, but I think I'm doing it for the educational purposes here. So,
Say that heat travels through vacuum?
so let's start from
Why do we say that heat can travel through vacuum? While heat is the kinetic energy of atoms, and radiation itself is just electromagnetic radiation, which to be generated doesn't necessarily require heat. I don't say that heat travels through vacuum. I don't know who says that. I'm sure people say that. People say all kinds of things. What travels through vacuum is radiation, electromagnetic radiation, like you say. There are other forms of radiation as well. There is actually something called gravitational radiation, gravitational waves. So what happens? Let's take the case of the sun. We look at the sun. When the sun rises, we feel hot, right? We feel the heat. So people say that the sun is all these 8 light minutes away. Yeah. And yet, from that far away, it's giving us heat. That's what we sense, that's what we feel. What really happens is that the sun gives off electromagnetic radiation in the form of photons, light waves, photons, wave particle duality, photons or light waves. These photons or these light waves, whatever you want to call it, they carry a certain amount of energy, right? E equals h nu, in case you know. So based on the frequency of the light, there is a certain amount of energy associated with it. This energy, this radiation travels through vacuum. It's just radiation. It's just bundles of energy. Once these photons, once this radiation reaches the Earth, it interacts with the molecules in the atmosphere, goes through that, it heats up the atmosphere, right? Because molecules absorb this energy, they vibrate, and they give off something that we perceive as heat. Similarly, much of this radiation makes its way through the atmosphere, and it's incident on our body, on our skin, on rocks, on vegetation, etc. And all of these atoms and molecules absorb the energy, give it off in certain wavelengths, and also give off infrared radiation that we perceive as light. So that is how the process roughly, I'm giving you a very rough outline of what happens. Yeah, but that's how it is. So it's not heat that's traveling in the vacuum of space. It is photons. It is electromagnetic radiation that's traveling. And when it reaches the planet Earth and it reaches us, that's when it interacts with the atmosphere and all the substances on the planet and gives off what we call heat. Why do we say that heat can travel through vacuum? While
oops. Okay, so I think we get the answer, and the answer is that heat actually travels in the form of radiations in vacuum. So that's actually, I'm trying to learn about how actually heat behaves in the vacuum, and that's actually not for a general purpose. I'm gonna use vacuum as an application in my in my application. Actually, I'm going to design experiment with vacuum here. So uh, from now on, I just keep learning about how actually material behaves in vacuum when it starts melting and so on and so forth. So thank you for watching this video. Keep watching Study and Travel with Norman with interesting videos coming soon. Keep watching us.